Okay, now we're going to look at the index of method and see what that does. So let's get our pointer again. And the index of is also going to return a number, just like the length method. So it returns the numeric position of the beginning character of the first instance of a substring within a string. This is not going to make sense until you see an example. But you need to keep these particular words in mind. Make sure they're written in your blanks on your handout, and then refer to them as you do index of problems. So it always returns an int, just like the length returns an int. It returns a -1 if it's not a substring of a string. You'll see what that means here in a little bit. This won't make sense yet, but just make sure you get this in your notes. The numeric positions of a string are as follows. So if you have a variable called singer, it's a string, and you got this value here, the position of the first character is 0. And then it just counts on through, and then the space holds a position, as in this case you can see it's a 4. So these are the numeric positions. What you're going to try to find is you're going to be using the index of, and it's going to ask you to find, well, what is the position of the s? Well, it's 8. What is the position of this m? Well, it's a 2 position. So it's going to return an int. So here's some practice. We're not using the index of format yet, but this is what the index of does. So we want to find the numeric position, which is what the index of method does, is it looks for the numeric position of a substring. So here's s. And so what is the numeric position? So we start at the beginning and we find where's the first s. It's the first instance of s is one of those things we said. So that instance is right here, so 8. So this position is 8. The m, remember it says the first instance of m. Now here's an m here, but this is uppercase m, so this doesn't count. It's looking for a lowercase m. The first lowercase m is right here, and so this position, the position of this m is 2. Doesn't matter how many other m's there are. The index of method looks only for the first instance of a letter or a string, or character. Okay, now we're at I. What is the location of the lowercase I? The first place that the I shows up is right here, so that's 1. What about the capital M? Well, that shows up in the first character. Well, the first character is not 1. The position is 0. And that's the important thing to remember, is that 0 is the very first character's position. IMS, what this is looking for, now if you go back to those phrases that you put into your blank lines, in your blanks on the notes, this is looking for IMS. So here, where's an IMS? Well, here is IMS. Now remember, it says it is if you go back, it is the numeric position of the beginning character. The beginning character. And so we go in here, the beginning character is I. It's looking for the I in m's. Well, this I right here is what it's looking for. And so it finds it here, and it's a 6. So this returns a 6. Okay, here's MI. MI is again, it's looking for the first instance of MI. Now really there's only one instance of a lowercase m and a lowercase I, and that's right here. And remember, it's looking for the position of the first character, and the first character is its m, so 2. This is 2. What is the position of IMI? Well, we're looking for an IMI, and so IMI is right here, and it's looking for the first character, the position of the first character, so this I is where it's looking for, and that's a 1. And then we're looking for Tim. T, lowercase t, lowercase I, lowercase m. Well, there is no lowercase t in here. So this substring, this is not a substring of this big string. It's not a part of it because there's no capital T. So it returns a -1 because it's not in there. An A is not in this string. It's not a substring, so it's a -1. MIT. Well, here's an M and here's an I, but the next character is a space, not a T. So therefore, MIT is not a substring of the string, so it also produces a -1. So here's the format. You have that's weird. What you have is let's say you have a variable, ant1 is assigned the value Sally Sue. And so you put the variable first, dot, index of, and then in your parentheses you're going to have a string or a character, and so you surround the string in here with quotes. And so what is happening is the program, as it says down here, is it's looking for the substring all in the variable ant1. So here's the variable ant1 right here. It's looking for all in this value, and it finds it right here. And then it returns its numeric position. Well, in this case, what's happening, again, remember, we're looking for the first character of this string. So we're looking for the A. Well, what position is that? The first position is 0. The second position is 1. So it's going to return a 1. But this is the format right here of using the index of method format. Okay, so here are some examples. You have a cat variable, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters in it. But that's not important, so forget what I just said. The point is you start at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. And then Rover starts at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the positions. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is the position of the space. 9, 10, and then 11 and 12. Those are the positions of each letter. So what will be returned by this? We're looking for S, the first instance of S in the cat variable. The first instance of S is right here, and it's the 6. So that's going to return a 6. Cat.indexOf n looks for the first n in cat. Well, the first n in cat is right here, and that's at the 3. Now it's looking for the first instance of a lowercase p, and there is no lowercase p in cat, so or in princess actually, and so this returns a -1. Over, we're looking for over in the dog variable, and we're looking for the position of the O in over because we're looking for the beginning character. So we look for here, we find over right here. The first character is 0, is the O, and that is in position 1. The next one, we're looking for HANJ in the brother variable, and we're looking for the position of H because it's the first character. And so we find H, A, N, and there is no J. What's happening after the N is a space. So HANJ is not a substring of Jonathan Jack. And so this gets a -1. Then we're looking in brother for an A, the first instance of A. The first instance of A is right here. And so that's going to return a 3. And then the nat is the other. It's looking for nat in brother, and NAT is right here, and it's looking for the first variable, or the first character, which is a 2, so it returns a 2. And that's how that works.